Yeah, off our Indeed job ads, we had probably close to 400 to 500 applicants, and then we kind of went through those applicants and found the best resumes, and then interviewed them to see who had the ideal kind of personality we were looking for, like a growth mindset, like a person who wanted more, other than just a random job, like they want a proper career. So we kind of pick and chose those people. We ended up, out of the close to 150 interviews, we got around 16 guys, 16, 17. So it's a pretty big team for the first year. I had my dad and one of the guys that works for Leanscaper, Rich, who used to run a company in the same area as here, actually, doing the interviews. So it was a lot, like I didn't really interview, I kind of sat in on them to kind of gain the knowledge, because I wouldn't really know where to start with the interviews, but it was cool to see how they ask it and how the questions change from answers. Started today pouring a concrete pad for our gas, our new gas tanks going in.
I'll get you to read about it, but basically it's called air entrainment. So what it does is it puts tiny air bubbles inside the concrete, so that in the winter when we get freeze thaw, if there's water that goes into the concrete, that it has somewhere to go in the concrete, break, so it doesn't spall and chip the top off or crack. So it actually just helps for better forces in concrete.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the big difficult part, you know, as Jake's new team is coming on, is him having to learn how to lead and keep people busy, and definitely lots of experienced people around him helping out. We've got Raylene and Tamara, and my brother Jim is actually coming on and getting started next week, and he'll be really mentoring Jake really closely and helping him really step into that type of a role, because as you know, Jake is working on trade skills and he's working on learning the business, and that's difficult to then also try to lead people at the same time. So my brother will definitely be leading a lot of the construction management and making sure that everything's happening efficiently, and again, mentoring Jake into that position, so Jake has someone to model after.
Yeah,
I think if you're successful, then you're always hiring people with more skills or more specialty in one area or another than you. And it's always uncomfortable because you're hiring experts. I always kind of even refer to it as I hire my mentors in any one area. You have to find the experts, and you have to learn to listen and ask good questions and form a strategy around their expertise.
We had 3 new hires start. Kyle, he's going to be a crew lead for hardscaping and planting. And then Mark, he's a apprentice stonemason, which we're really excited to have him on. He already has a fair bit of experience. And then we have Ruslan, he's our carpenter crew lead, which I'm super excited to have him around. His work's really good. Definitely good to get their insight on some of the things we were doing. Even the concrete work, I haven't done too much concrete work, so it was definitely good to hear Kyle's input on it, because he said he's done quite a bit of concrete work previously, so it was good to kind of hear his input on certain things. Sure. Yeah, I think I could try. Yeah. Yeah, we're clearing out the barn right now, just getting rid of all the old tools and shelving that's in here. It'll be awesome to see how we're gonna take it down. I think our plan's to do it with the excavator, but yeah, I'm excited to get the barn all demoed.
Multi-generational home there.
It's getting destroyed.
1,000 generations of life.
Thank you, sir. This week we are starting finally, like actually this time. I know I've said that a couple times, but yeah, this week's gonna be pretty crazy. We have a lot to get done and a lot of new people coming in, so it'll be pretty hectic getting everything organized, but it'll be a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, right now we're getting our gravel and lumber delivered, just so we don't have to go back and forth to suppliers to get it. It's easier to keep it in-house.
Perfect. You're set.
Yeah, we got Raylene, Peter, and Anastasia working on our gardens in the backyard. Anastasia and Peter are two new gardeners. They've been really working out really well so far, and I'm excited to see their skills out throughout the season. Sounds good.
All right, you working on your video?
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, we got 2 out already, but
Fantastic.
yeah.
I can find them on YouTube.
yeah, it's just Private Paradise Landscape.
I'll look them up.
Perfect.
Right on. Have a great
All
day.
right, you too. Oh, again. At least there was a screen on top this time. I didn't get covered in dirt. Oh, losing material. I'm just gonna put the machine away and then go back with the guys by the barn. Is that good?
Yep.
All right.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, this morning the guys used the concrete saws, and there used to be a full, we took 8 feet off of that wall there, these 2 gaps. There was a door there, and then they took from one end of the door past the other side of it. They took 8 feet out of that wall to prepare for a big glass doors that are going in there. And then if we walk over further here, you can see where we've made some cuts with the concrete saw in the wall there. And we're trying to take those out also for more windows going in. Yeah, so just tearing stuff apart on the barn to get it ready for all the construction and the framing.
Try to get it up and then pull it in like.
It'd probably, yeah, I mean, either way, as long as you're this way, coming from this way seems better.
Yeah.
It makes more sense.
Double cut on that. Should come.
It should come right off. All these old newspapers everywhere. This one's still folded.
Oh, yeah. Good condition. What date?
I don't know, let's look.
Maybe on there somewhere.
It's a Brooklyn one, like it's here.
September 2025, what's the price of the
It's 20, I don't know. This one is still folded up.
When though?
The other one said 1971. So. I was kind of picking through it to decide what we should keep and get rid of. So, I don't know about these axes. I don't see us really using them for much. But it started raining and now we don't really have much to do. We were gonna start digging out this section where the patio's going, but it got too muddy and we don't want to just make a even worse mess of things in that field. So we're gonna hold out till tomorrow. What about some of these still bodies? Like, do you think those are just destroyed on the inside, or are they?
No, those are still good. We were just using those for trail building not long ago.
Okay.
So Dave can
Strip them down.
put them out.
And then all that it's miscellaneous junk, kind of.
So we'll keep those. We'll put those off to the side. The roofing torches can get coiled up. And I think there's one roofing torch under that microwave right there.
Okay.
You can just put them with
One
that.
of them up over there.
Yeah, we'll just set them up there.
We coiled up the hoses that we got out of there and put them there.
Yeah, good. And then these we'll keep out back. We'll just put them on the shelves once the shelves are back there.
Okay. We're just putting everything away in the shop before we leave for the day. We emptied all these hand tools out of the barn and we just have reorganized them here until we have our metal shelving all ready in the back so we can put all of our hand tools out back so we don't keep a big random pile all disorganized in the middle of the shop, which is just like kind of cluttered, and so it's just easier to put it outside. And then a bunch of random stuff out back that we kind of cleared out that we're just throwing out, reorganizing. So it's good to finally get the barn all cleaned out. All right. Yeah, so today with the rain, it's kind of not much we can do outside. So we have the guys in here doing some framing for the barn. So you can see going on in the back here, we have quite a few of our walls done already. Not all of them we're gonna do in here just because of the size of some of them. It's just not worth building in here. So it's just worth waiting to do once we get outside, like some of the corner pieces and stuff that we kind of we'll have to fit once it's up against the barn wall. But it's definitely good to make use of our time even in the rain to still have them inside working and organizing some stuff in the trailer and really dialing in everything.
To this one that's empty, because there's just so with the new stuff that we got.
Is that was fully empty? There's nothing in it?
This one there was these on top of it.
Okay. Is that the masonry stuff or is that?
It was just all
This one
was
all the masonry stuff in it. But
So we're trying to keep each pack out like as its own
Can we
zone.
add one to this?
Yeah,
It's a
we can
2,
add
but
one.
there's a lot
If
of-
we're finding we don't have enough room for it,
Yeah.
I can buy more pack
I just mean,
pack
like,
out.
If we can get one more on the concrete,
Yeah, you can do that. I
because
think
then
empty baskets here if we want to set fully like
do another
we were gonna
concrete finishing.
keep baskets here. I'm trying to think maybe if
Just the masonry
saying,
tools are
like-
so big.
yeah.
we could like further differentiate between like concrete forming supplies
yeah.
and put like some concrete forming stuff in one of these baskets and then or you know we could just add another
It's just like a million trowels,
Yeah.
and it's like that takes up half the pack out.
So I'm thinking we leave it the way it is, and if we need more room, I can go to Home Depot tomorrow.
One.
well we also don't need as many trowels as we have in there.
No, we don't.
No,
Like
we
we can
split it
keep
up.
we can keep some of these on the shelves. That's why we're putting the shelving out back, is so we have more room on our shelves. We can move the hand tools out back and then kind of keep the smaller stuff in the shelves in here.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Because
So-
it just ends up being there's 4 mags,
Yeah.
4 trowels, like it's just.
So I can grab a plastic bin real quick and we can kind of keep it and then I can label it so we're not losing. But for now, I wouldn't move anything outside of the boxes it's
try to-
in,
just
other
try to
than
squeeze it
just, yeah, we can take some of the bigger stuff out, like you said. Like if there's too many trowels or whatever, I'll go grab a bin and we can put them in it. But
19 trowels in it.
I wouldn't start mixing our plumbing and
yeah.
electrical because we want to keep it all in zones.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
All right, I can go grab a plastic bin then. This is why the labeling and organization of the trailer is so important. So we know what we need in the trailer and why, so we're not kind of dealing with this. That's why we're still kind of taking our time with it and getting everything organized. I'd say we have like about half of the trailer labeled right now, but the other half has not been done, so still definitely working on that. Okay. So anything masonry that we don't want in these boxes to make more room, we can put it in here. I'll go grab a,
Try to squeeze these in the lower.
and then I'll label this masonry tools and then I'll put it on the shelf
Okay.
so we don't lose it.
That works too, just for like hammers and stuff like stuff.
Yeah, this morning we're gonna be making all the frames for the barn and putting all the face boards on it. Just to make good use of our time while it's raining. Might as well spend it building the framing instead of just wasting time just because it's raining. We can put it in the designer's inventory, and then she can just choose flagstone pieces 1 through 25, and then you take that off the pallet and then you use it on the job, and then the other 100 are ready to go for the next job. So you just choose what you need.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, so get it all pre-labeled, and then you just
take
grab,
the guesswork
you just
out of
go
it.
grab pallet 4, and it has pieces whatever through whatever, and then you go and lay it, and then you grab the next pallet for the next job and stuff. So
No, organized,
oh,
man.
yeah,
It's you'd be surprised at how much time it saves.
yeah, will be cool. Yeah. Well, all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, buddy.
Perfect.
Good running.
Yeah. First, we started off with taking down the barn to start our office construction. We also laid a concrete pad for our new gas tanks going in. We got all our aggregate delivery for the year, a lot of lumber delivery. In the last couple days, we got rained out with a pretty steady rainstorm, so we've had 3 of the guys inside of our shop building up all the framing for the barn. So we'll just bring the framing that's existing over to the barn, and then we'll start putting that up. We had a really productive week with all the new hires. I'm excited for what's coming next week. There's no way it's that heavy. What was the skid breaking? Oh. Yeah, no, that's a skid steer job.